All right, the third time's the charm. Yes, thank you, and welcome back for another live meditation, lightly guided meditation this Sunday, half an hour later than usual because of some technicalities. But here we are. Happy Easter, everyone. And I'm definitely going to be including this theme in today's guided meditation. First thing first, why am I saying no? I better leave it alone and not touch any more things. But thank you for joining me today. I want to again talk about a few things. It's happening in the collective energy this week. And what did I see when when I did the energetic support and activation session for the transmission for the collective this week? So this week was all about really embracing our path. The team was getting our earth angel activations, getting our angel wings on our heart. And I guess the gist of it was people who have been developing a communion with God for quite some time now. And then also seeing their path being illuminated and knowing exactly what on earth they're here to do. And what I saw in the collective energy was that now it's time to take action into this role and to really start serving as earth angels in our respective missions. And the very interesting thing that I saw in that, and I'm really happy to share here, is when I was doing this activation, I saw the moon covering the sun, like a total eclipse. And it was dark, and you could just see like the ring around. And as people were lining up into the role and taking action, it was eclipsing, like the moon was starting to move and the sun was starting to shine bright again. And the analogy with that was sometimes the spiritual path is incredibly hard. Um, we run into situations, there's some kind of how you call it, initiations that are like difficult, and these difficulties create some kind of container, I guess, for us to grow, to have certain experiences. And what I saw for this week is this level of difficulty starting to loosen up and breaking away. So, and moving aside so we can really shine bright and be into our path. So I really like that. Oh, hi, Santa. Thank you for joining us. So, what else do I want to share with you today? Is I Speaking of roles, right? I have been connecting with a spacecraft carrier for quite some times now, well over a year, if not two. And I've been interacting with extraterrestrial beings for many, many years now. Have been on board spaceship, but back to this spacecraft carrier who is outside of our solar system right now. And essentially, they're called Galactic Command Interplanetary Operations. And I've started openly channeling information from them. And here's the thing, when we think of like rules of engagement, right? Like the military. So they go to war, and there are rules of engagement: no women, no children, no bombing hospital and churches, so to speak. When it comes to interplanetary operations and extraterrestrial beings or spacefaring civilizations going off and visiting other worlds, there are also rules of engagement. And think about like introducing technology, maybe a huge no-no. Like there are guidelines when it comes to that, and these rules have been broken here on earth for quite some times now. 200,000 years is the timeline that have been given. And as such, there are some beings right now who Well, first, you have Galactic Command, Interplanetary Operations, who is the authority who oversees the rules, the regulation, and also applies them and prosecutes beings who do not comply. And as we have it currently, there are beings right now hiding here on Earth who are wanted by Galactic Command. And Galactic Command is ready to come here and send spaceships to take these galactic criminals off of this planet so they can be properly prosecuted. Now, they want to do so in broad daylight for the entire world to see. And I guess, well, this is where I come into play, is to lay out the groundwork about this information and transmitting the information that we need to prepare for such a contact to come. Hi, thank you. Hello, thank you for watching. So the timeline for that is there has to be a certain amount of the population who is properly brave. And I've already started a Facebook group, Galactic Command Interplanetary Operations, but I also post on YouTube, on Instagram as well. Yes. Hi, Mr. Mrs. Finn Goober. Say hello to me, please. Hello and welcome. So when it comes to this galactic command, like the information I'm receiving, it's really all about first knowing about these rules of engagement when it comes to interplanetary operations and what happened here on Earth, what is about to happen, what kind of rules that have been broken, and why is it important for us to know? What does it imply for us in the moment? How it may transform us in the future or civilization? And how are we affected by it? And of course, bringing all of these themes to light in a way that, again, I'm not about like fear mongering. This is not my point. It's not about like pointing fingers either. It's again, just again, cleaning our planets and really evolving our consciousness up to a galactic consciousness, understanding our place in our galaxy about certain things and dynamics that have happened. And if this is the kind of things that interest you, then please subscribe to my channel, either on YouTube, Instagram, and oh, thank you. Thank you for the like. And hi, hello. What am I teaching? I'm a metaphysicist. So I've been doing doing energy work for many, many years now, and I help people developing their psychic abilities. And I might as well, yeah, speak right into that. So, advanced psychic development. There are people right now here on Earth who are currently awakening with psychic abilities such as telekinesis, like moving object with their mind and such. And I talk to these people like this is not something I dreamed up. I legitimately interact with such people. And my role, I guess, a session with me, is to look all this like so um yeah, so what I do essentially when people come into my space is I actually help them develop these skills. I help with integration. Whether you've been interacting with extraterrestrial beings for quite some times now, you've been on a path and you things get convoluted. Maybe you have some blocks. Maybe you just want confirmation that you're not crazy. And to have a person who can read your energy and not know anything about you and tell you things that they shouldn't know, that it gives us confirmation that we're just not all crazy here. But I guess, yes, my services, that's what happens. I will spend an hour with someone. I just read their energy, whatever they're showing me, and I help them implement practices to really hone their skills and relay any other messages that is important um, for their journey to help them. All of my sessions are actually donation based, and the reason I do this is when we're pretty much a global entity now with social media, right? I don't know where you're all watching from. You from Canada, the US, Europe, like it could be from anywhere. And as such, nobody really has the same, how would I say it, ability to pay for certain things. Like, yeah, $20 may be very cheap in Canada, but it could also be very, very expensive for someone in Africa. So, in a way of showing up and sharing my abilities, which I believe can be incredibly beneficial for Earth, for us as a civilization, in spreading love and peace and the inner peace and all of it. Um, as soon as you start putting a price on something, it's like a paywall. So a paywall, essentially, it hides people. Like now it makes it unaccessible to certain people. So that's why I share all of my content on YouTube. I have courses there available, and I just allow people to make donations if their heart is like if they want to. So yeah, I don't want to hide anything behind a paywall because I feel like I would be leaving people behind and I don't want that. So again, all of my services are donation based. So I guess this is all of the talks for today. Now I want to head into the meditation part of this stream. So I always like to talk a little bit about meditation before we get. I mean, meditation is really, to me, being present with what is, being able to sit comfortably with oneself and to be able to witness without judgment, without dissociation, without performing, and all of these things, right? So essentially, it's just being, it's coming back into presence, it's coming back into our own essence. Now, of course, I'm sorry, yes, I can I can speak slower. Um, when we think of meditation and just focusing on the breath, like the instruction seems easy, but sometimes things can arise, like either overthinking or stress and anxiety and the like. So, anyways, for today, what I really want to get into is there's this connotation in the first world that meditation is about emptying the mind. It's really about entering perhaps the void, even. And it's about not having any thoughts at all. And if you think of quieting the mind and not having any thoughts at all going through your mind, yes, that could have a connotation of becoming empty, quieting the mind. But today, since it's Easter, and I really want to introduce the ability to see meditation as a way to commute with God. And I don't mean communicate with God or talk to God because we're not interacting with God, so to speak, from the mental place. We are commuting with God. We're having an experience with God's energy, with our whole vessel, our whole body, our emotional selves, our feeling, sensing. And my my personal experience with this is when we start to being able to have moments of quiet when we meditate, and we can start allowing this void that we've created to be filled with God, we can start feeling God's presence within ourselves, within our surroundings, within everyone and everything. And it's an actual wonderful thing to experience. It brings deep healing, deep inner peace. Um, I guess you just have to experience it for yourself. So if you haven't already done so, I invite you to come to a seated position um, either sitting cross-legged on a cushion, or if you want, you can sit on a chair and make sure that your feet are flat on the surface of the floor, that your spine is nice and straight, so the energies flows up and down nicely. And the hands, we can place them on our knees, either palm facing up, palm facing down, or we can make a mudra. And our eyes, either our eyes can be open on a fixed object or closed if we prefer. I prefer to close my eyes. So we're just gonna sit here and come and just focus our awareness into our physical body and take a moment to see how we feel currently in our body. Gently breathing. And again, just noticing how we feel in our body and just giving our shoulders a little roll if they need to, or make any kind of last adjustment. And now we're going to be focusing on our breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, now just allowing the breath to rise and fall naturally. I'm going to bring our awareness into the base of our spine. This point that connects with the earth. And just breathing into that space, creating a vortex where our energetic body mixes with earth energy. And we're going to keep our awareness into this ball of energy as we're breathing for the next little bit. Now, as you're focusing your awareness in contact with Earth, you may hear sounds all around you, allowing the sounds around you to just be sound. No need to try to identify them, just allowing sound to come and go as it pleases without labeling. And still breathing into our connection with the earth, allowing an energetic exchange between our vessel and earth, remembering that the earth supports us, if you want to, and feel gratitude in your heart and send it to earth for all that she does for us, providing us with shelter, clothing, food, beauty, allowing our energetic vessel to express gratitude to earth in its own magical way, if you catch yourself thinking, just bring your awareness back into your earth connection, breathing into this vortex of energy where our body and earth meets, the base of our spine, remembering that we are safe. You can repeat as you're breathing into your root chakra, this energetic portal. I am safe. And again, as we are connecting with Earth through the base of our spine or root chakra, we can make the affirmation in this present moment. I have everything I need. And again, as we are breathing into our root chakra, if you feel like it, you can make a statement such as, I give and receive freely. I give and receive freely. One more time. I give and receive freely. The earth is here to support me. I allow the earth to support me. Again, as we are still connecting with our root chakra and gently breathing, you want to repeat, I am properly anchored here on earth. I am properly here, anchored here on earth. noticing how relaxed and peaceful it is to be properly connected with Earth. If you want to deepen your presence with Earth, your connection with Earth, you can start picturing roots growing underneath you and slowly spreading underneath and reaching deeper and deeper into the ground. Allowing ourselves to be strengthened by this deeper connection with Earth. As we're reaching the deep core of the Earth, allowing this energy from the center of the Earth to rise up in our vessel, bringing calm and peace within our physical and emotional body. If we feel any kind of sorrows rising into our heart, we can offer our sorrows to Mother Earth, taking this pain and gently guiding it down through our body, through our root chakra, and deep down into the earth, allowing Mother Earth to transform this energy, and just as Mother Earth is transforming this energy for us, we can allow ourselves to be transformed, to be free from this grief, from this pain, from this sadness, to be transformed so we can experience peace and happiness. Now bring your awareness back into your body. You can wiggle your fingers a little bit and your toes. Move your head and your shoulder a little bit. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week and talk to you soon. Thank you.